and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this very exciting session titled Youth Empowerment for a Sustainable Future. I am very happy to see a lot of young faces in the audience today. Muznah is a research consultant who has previously worked with the United Nations High-Level Advisory Board on Effective Multilateralism, as well as the Global Governance, Justice and Security Program at the Stimson Center. She's the embodiment of youth that are at the front line of climate action. She's a youth peace ambassador and actively promotes youth empowerment surrounding climate, justice, peace, and technology. Muznah, please join us on stage. Maybe, we're very lucky to have you with us, Muznah, who, you're at the front line, you have a seat at the table, you've been doing a lot of what all the speakers have been kind of saying we need more of this. So maybe talk to us about your personal journey of getting that seat at the table and how your experience has been.
Yes, thank you so much for your question. And I'd like to begin with extending my sincere gratitude to the Earthna Summit for inviting me to participate in this distinguished forum. And it's been very interesting so far to hear experts and policymakers discuss key issues in this region as well. My experience so far has been quite decentered, I guess you could say. I don't have a very linear pathway into activism for climate. I sort of took the approach of using all opportunities available to enter different pathways when it comes to sustainability and climate, because we have discussions around sustainability, but we're not just focusing on particular silos. Sustainability impacts all different industries and a lot of different policies. So my interest so far has been working, as you mentioned, as a research consultant with the United Nations H Lab and the Stimson Center. Through that, we've created reports on different aspects of sustainability and how we need to promote better global governance. But then at the same time, as in my role as Youth Peace Ambassador, I've also used the opportunity to promote, to effectively bring together youth together on key issues surrounding sustainability, but also to promote our ideas at different forums, different events and conferences. And we are very intersectional. We come from different races, different classes, different genders, etc. And it's very important to bring that in.
It takes me, sorry to cut you off, but that takes me to another question I had in mind for you. Like, how do we engage youth in a way where it's actually productive, meaningful, and not someone ticking a box somewhere saying that, we've invited youth to co-write a white paper?
Absolutely. I think the current situation we're in, I've been very encouraged actually to see that even though I am the youth and I am participating in these different forums and discussions, there is a lot of positive receptivity from people who are in power, people in leadership positions, to hearing the opinions of the youth. But I feel that definitely there needs to be more effort towards perhaps what we could call a reverse mentoring process, which is, of course, like we come here and we discuss our opinions as youth, but it's not enough to simply, for example, speak at this conference and have my opinions heard. We need to take this forward in terms of actionable steps and actionable commitments. And that's, in our discussions today, we discussed that that's something that the youth feel is not there, which is we have this political will, but how do we convert it into actionable steps? So one key thing I think would be to decrease the fragmentation amongst youth groups. We need to collectively come together under a shared vision and a shared banner of, okay, what is our vision for the future? What is our vision for climate governance? And this sort of relates to the Climate Governance Commission as well. And then to use our voices effectively together and to promote in different areas and conferences the same few recommendations and principles, because I feel like that would be the most effective. But also I think it's very important for both leaders to be receptive to these ideas and to actively engage and mentor the youth, and and vice versa as well.
Amazing. Denise, as someone who, participates in policy making, you're shaping some of these systems at a larger scale, what do you think needs to happen to kind of take some of what Muznah said and pave the way for more meaningful interaction and engagement?
So first, I think we need to listen. We need to listen to you guys because you are part of the solution. We need also not only to listen, but we need to give you a seat at the table. A seat at the table so where you also influence with us what is happening. Leader that we should have taken a position, a public positions and explaining. Because of that, we created a youth group specifically on equity, diversity, and inclusions, including some of them, and it has changed the way we do our business. So listen to youth and act and have them at the table to help us see what we do not see.
And again, adapting, being agile.